It's easy to confuse being busy with being productive. Your calendar may be filled with activities. It may seem as though there isn't a second to spare in your workday. Some activities are necessary. They may or may not directly or indirectly result in revenue generation. Which ones are revenue generating activities versus non-revenue generating activities? Here are a few examples of revenue generating activities. Time spent in front of decision makers, sales appointments. Time on the phone for the following purposes: taking an order, scheduling an appointment, uncovering information, or finding out who the decision maker is. Cold calling and other prospecting activities in person or by phone. Here are a few examples of non-revenue generating activities: personal phone calls and emails, shopping and running errands, fueling up your vehicle, socializing that is not business related, clerical paperwork, drive time. Although you can make cellular phone calls while driving, the more prime business hours spent on the road, the fewer you have for revenue generating activities. Time management expert Stephen Covey created a very revealing 4-quadrant system that drills down deeper into this subject to help people get real with themselves and better prioritize activities. The 4 quadrants are important, urgent, important, not urgent, not important, urgent, and not important, not urgent. In this module, we have dedicated a significant focus on making better choices regarding allocation of time. 2 people with the same amount of workload and responsibilities can achieve very different results, which has nothing to do with time. We realize our dilemma goes deeper than shortage of time. It is basically a problem of priorities. Are you in control of your time and your schedule? The vertical axis on the left represents the percentage or degree of control that you have in scheduling your time. The horizontal axis represents waste of time and energy. As you improve your time management skills, you reduce waste, and the better you become at managing your time, the more in control of your life you become. Using time effectively, time management prioritizing. Your ability to prioritize ties directly to your goals. If you know where your true focus lies and you are committed to it, then everything you do with your time will revolve around accomplishing those goals. We all have the same 168 hours in a week. It's what we choose to do with those hours that counts. There are all kinds of people out there that will tell you how busy they are, but at a closer glance you can see how little they accomplish with their time because they don't have their priorities clearly defined. Yes, it's true. They will be able to tell you what they believe to be important to them, but then just watch their actions. They move in many directions, but seldom in the direction that they would have you believe is a priority. Actions speak louder than words. What you do speaks so loudly that what you say, I cannot hear. Purchase and learn how to use a time management system. 20% of what you do will get you 80% of your results. Learn to focus more time on the 20%. Unseized time flows towards my weaknesses. Unseized time is seized by others. Unseized time surrenders to the urgent. From the book titled Ordering Your Private World by MacDonald. If your time isn't budgeted for something, someone will budget it for you. People who struggle personally and professionally fail to effectively set priorities. What chronic mistakes do they make setting priorities? Priorities are set erratically, spontaneously, and illogically. They are emotion, pain, or pleasure based. It feels good, short-term gratification. Don't consider the consequences of their actions or fail to act at all. pain or perceived pain avoidance. Procrastination, putting off the inevitable. Absolutely no thought process goes into setting priorities at all. Don't set priorities, just move from one project to the next, or in this case, often from one fire, crisis management, to the next. Little or no planning, detailing, documenting, etc. Fail to consider others and how it affects customers, team members, co-workers, and associates. Irresponsibly, with little or no regard for others. Living in the now, never thinking or considering how the priority of today can negatively impact future events. They will schedule in any activities that are considered pleasurable, enjoyable, and fun first, then they will squeeze in others afterwards. If there is little or no time remaining, then they will tell themselves and others, "I don't have time." For the untrained or unaware person, this subject matter continues to be one of life's great mysteries. However, in all honesty, it's not that complicated. Show me what you do with your time, and I will tell you where your priorities lie. This concludes step number 9 of the learning path. Please click on the green Next button with the white arrow in order to advance to the next step.